So today, we're going to take you inside a truly revolutionary poultry farm in Punjab. This place is completely redefining agriculture through technology, sustainability, and just sheer mind-boggling scale. And just to wrap your head around what we're talking about here, this is the number of eggs this farm produces every single day. And where do all those eggs come from? Well, they come from this many birds. That's a staggering 500,000 laying hens and another 100,000 chicks, all living in one state-of-the-art facility. So the person behind all this is Ankit Kataria, and his story is pretty cool. He actually studied business and data analysis in London and France. But instead of staying abroad, he came back to India with this incredible vision to build something totally modern, blending global tech with local know-how. All right, so here's how we're gonna break this whole operation down. We'll start with how the birds get their food, then we'll go inside their high-tech homes, see how the eggs are collected, and then this is the really cool part. What happens to all the waste? And finally, we'll zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Okay, so first up, the feed factory. You know, the foundation of any great farm is what the animals eat. And here it all starts in a massive, fully automated feed mill that runs with the precision of a science lab. Their whole philosophy is pretty simple. Absolutely no compromise on quality. They bring in the best ingredients from all over India to make sure the birds get the perfect nutrition. We're talking maize from Bihar, which is considered the best, and bajra from a very specific high-quality region in Rajasthan. It's all about starting with the best. Now, once those raw materials get to the farm, human hands barely touch them again. It's amazing. A conveyor system just zips them into the mill, a computer runs a super precise formula that's tailored to the bird's specific age and needs, and then the finished feed gets sent off to huge storage silos. The whole thing is automated, planned down to the very last gram. All right, so we've got the feed sorted. Now let's head to the heart of the operation, where the 600,000 birds actually live. And believe me, these aren't just sheds. They're more like perfectly controlled ecosystems, all designed for peak health and productivity. The level of control in here is just astonishing. Think about it. The temperature is kept at a perfect 27 degrees Celsius all year long. The water they drink is pH balanced. The feed is delivered by automated chains. There's even a special lighting system that simulates a custom sunrise and sunset just to keep the hens totally stress-free. And get this. If any of these systems fail, a backup alarm with a SIM card in it immediately calls the manager's cell phones.
And what does all that technology get you? Well, it leads to some absolutely mind-blowing efficiency. Each of these massive sheds houses 100,000 birds, and it only takes 2 people to manage. Their job is really just to do maintenance and handle any alerts, because the day-to-day stuff pretty much runs itself.
It's not just the inputs that are automated, the output is too. And the way they collect nearly 500,000 eggs every day is just a marvel of modern engineering. So picture this. A hen lays an egg, and it just gently rolls onto a conveyor belt. That belt connects to others, creating the sort of egg highway that carries all of them right out of the shed and into a central collection point. This means nobody ever needs to go inside to gather eggs, which is a huge deal for biosecurity and just pure efficiency. Okay, this next part might just be the most genius piece of the whole puzzle. It's what they do with the waste. They've literally turned a massive logistical headache into a profitable and sustainable business all on its own. So here's the big question, right? What in the world do you do with all the manure from 600,000 birds every single day? Most farms just sell it as is, which can actually cause some problems. But this farm, well, they've developed this really sophisticated process to create a high-value compost. You see, raw manure has 3 big problems. It has a really strong smell, it produces heat that can actually burn plants, and it's full of harmful pathogens. So this farm's 4-step process is designed to fix all 3. After it's dried and tilled, they put it in these special bins and heat it to 80 degrees Celsius for 72 straight hours. That kills all the bad bacteria before it's finally refined into the finished product. And the final product, well, it's not just fertilizer. You might call it super fertilizer. It provides all the micro and macronutrients plants need. And unlike chemical fertilizers that can ruin soil over time, this compost actually improves the soil's ability to hold water, making it healthier for years to come. So we've seen the tech, the process, the sustainability, but this operation is about more than just profit. It's really about people and vision. It's about its impact on the community. And this really comes from the top. The owner, Ankit Kataria, he says it perfectly. We are nothing without the people who work with us. When they grow, we grow. It's not just a business, it's a partnership. And to back that up, everyone who works there gets free medical insurance. And this isn't just talk. Think about where this farm is located, a rural area where good jobs can be pretty scarce. This number here represents the local women who now have steady employment at the farm. For many of them, it's the first real, consistent income they've ever earned, and it's brought a new wave of financial independence to their families.
So when you step back and look at the whole thing, you realize this isn't just a farm. It's a blueprint for the future of agriculture. It's a model that uses technology to achieve incredible scale. It demands the highest quality inputs. It creates a perfectly sustainable loop by making money from its own waste, and it genuinely lifts up the community it's a part of. And all of this leaves you with one really big question. As we face the enormous challenge of feeding a growing planet, could this exact blend of high-tech efficiency, total sustainability, and community focus, could this be the answer we've been looking for? It's a pretty powerful vision for what farming could be.